Hello, and thank you Career Services here at the University of West Georgia. My name is Terrence Woodlock, and it is an honor to have you look upon our proposal. Here at Genius Minds International Corporation, we take absolute pride in working with different organizations and services across universities with an overall goal of better joint communication. We offer services in other fields of expertise to help in the growing dilemma surrounding retention rates. From your center's image to internal and external communication, Genius Minds International Corporation has developed a plan to increase the number of students that reach out to your department, which would directly impact the success of the University of West Georgia students as well as local economy. Just to go into a little background about myself, my name is Terrence Woodlock, and I currently serve in the capacity as President and CEO for Genius Minds International Corporation. After receiving my master's in management from Harvard University, I went on to work with Apple for just up to 10 years until I left the company to begin the start of this corporation with our other initial members, where I've now been around for about the same amount of time. Chandler Deck currently serves in the capacity as consulting specialist with our corporation. After getting his undergraduate degree with business administration, he later enrolled himself at Princeton University, where he received his master's in marketing. After serving some time with Apple, he then started working for Genius Minds International Corporation, who he has dedicated his time and working to for more than 10 years now. Ramir Green, after getting her master's of business in economics, had gone on to with Apple and worked for the company for over 5 years. After leaving, she began work within Genius Minds International Corporation, where she has been for more than 8 years now and currently holds the seat of vice president. Elliot Godfrey is our Director of Communications for Genius Minds International Corporation. He received his Master's of Business Administration in Management and Marketing from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and after serving the longest term at Apple out of the initial business starters being 12 years, he went on to work for our corporation, where he has been for more than 7 years now. Going into some background in regards to Genius Minds International Corporation, I would be remiss if I didn't say that our experience has been one developed over a long period of time now. At the start, we were only 4 members, but have worked diligently to produce the results that we have today. From procuring company values stemming from ethical standards to high levels of integrity, we believe to have found the perfect balance for this company when it comes to customer satisfaction and, most importantly, work ethic. With an overall focus of communication, we strive to bring forth efforts that go beyond normal means of contact between students and career service departments to not only establish a positive relationship, but to also ensure that the students at universities are receiving proper knowledge when it comes to their careers following college.
Genius Minds International Consultants wants to see your department thrive at University of West Georgia. We have worked with several Fortune 500 companies in helping them improve their external and internal communications. We want to do the same for you. We have done a detailed analysis on how your department currently communicates with your audiences and have came up with a few ways you guys can improve on that. We know how important it is for students to succeed while attending University of West Georgia and even after they graduate. Career Services' mission is to provide students with comprehensive resources needed to attain professional career goals through collaboration with campus, employers, and even the local community. This can mean that students can get volunteer hours working at your local animal shelter or a local garden. This can mean students getting internships at local businesses, partnering with the school. And this could also build a good reputation for the school in the community, bringing in prospective students. It is very important that Career Services stays connected with these various stakeholders. It can help the growth of the department and even the growth of the school. Genius Minds International Consultants did a detailed analysis of your department's communication. We realized there were a few ways you guys can improve. One of them were make improvements to communication methods. When we look at your communication methods, we're looking at how you communicate with your external and internal audience. This could be through email. Do you have paper flyers to promote? Are you using social media? Or do you have a mobile application? We noticed your department did not have a mobile application. With hundreds of thousands of new students enrolling in West Georgia every year, your participation could be way higher if you had a mobile application. With implementing a mobile application in your communications, your participation rate will go up to 10% in the next 3 years based off of our detailed analysis. Number 2, integrate new ways to connect with students with employers. We looked at other universities and they have certain programs just for students to get mentored by different employers. This would draw in more students. It would connect them more. because it's a little bit harder when you're in college and maybe you work part-time to find a mentor. 3. Increase overall participation. This could mean maybe putting a few paper flyers around the campus, but not as many, and really using social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even maybe Pinterest. You never know. Students are using different social media sites every day. Allowing Genius Minds International Consultants to come in and help University of West Georgia's Career Services Department improve on their communications will allow your department to grow in various ways. Boost your participation rates. Get more students to come to events because they'll have an application that'll automatically notify them 3 days before to get ready for the event. Even while the event is occurring, maybe be able to live stream. Establish more efficient communications. We understand that your department has a small amount of employees, so you don't have enough hands to do as much as you would like. Using technology to your advantage will be huge. Appeal to current and prospective students, like we said before. When more students brag about what they did after they graduated and they were able to get really good jobs doing what they loved, other students will hear that and want to start going there as well. Increase graduation numbers. By getting students serious about their careers, more students are more driven to graduate.
Another form of communication that our company values greatly is external communication. External communication is communication used for those outside of West Georgia and the Department of Career Services. To communicate with these people, we use email, we use phone, we use writing, and we use social media. Email is a traditional source of contact used to reach alumni, former people who went to the school, um, staff members who recently want to visit the school. We inform them of upcoming events. By phone, we talk to people of corporations, managers, to get them involved with students to be a part of their company. In writing, we send letters to our alumni to let them know upcoming events such as basketball games or football games, anything they want to get involved in with the school. Um, Other things such as social media is another form that we use to inform students and staff of different job affairs that we have, anything internships, to get corporation leaders involved with different careers that our students could possibly obtain in their companies. That's the basic form of communication that is external communication that is used at West Georgia. At Genius Mind International Consultants, we value communication in our workplace and in our schools. Our team strives to maintain an organization with excellent communication. One of those communications we would like to improve is internal communication. The current forms of internal communication at the UWG Career Service Department includes email, oral communication, and electronic communication. Email is one of the most oldest and primary forms of communication between students and staff. It informs students of upcoming events and informs them of being involved in activities that the Career Service Department is holding. And oral communication is having hands-on experience. Because our department is so small and our students, there's not that many students, we are able to do meetings face-to-face with oral communications and help them to complete resumes. As for electronic communication, students are more involved to be involved with social media and different activities as text messaging to help increase and inform them about events. After researching the UWG's Career Service Department, our team has come up with a SWOT analysis about the external communications that our Career Services Department offers. All right, the strengths of the external career services are we have small focus groups because the size of the school is so compact that we're able to do small focus group with students. We have individual help. We have we motivate our students to become more involved in their careers themselves. All right. Our opportunities we see We want to be more involved with social media involvement. We want to get our students involved with activities we have on campus. You have your freedom ideas to help express what you feel that is needed. The staff has their freedom also to contribute ideas to us. We use apps such as Facebook, Twitter to help us become more involved with student-like activities. However, some of our weaknesses are being able to assist in a timely manner because we have a small number of staff. Um, we are able to individually sit down with students and talk with them, but we're still having trouble doing that. All right. We have a small group of staff members. That's why we are not able to assist students in a timely manner. All right. The threats we're responding to are students not actively participating. They're not getting involved in careers, services. We need this involvement. That's why we want to improve our social media involvement and everything else. Um, Students are also not listening to non-experts. They're not coming to our career services staff. They're asking others who are non-experts. After researching the UWG Department of Career Services, our staff has come with a comparisons analysis of internal communication throughout UWG, Savannah State, and UGA. Starting off with UWG, UWG has a user-friendly website which helps students to get involved with career services, including the emails and phone numbers of our staff members. It shows different announcements that are of opportunities being offered to them to get involved within the program. Um, we have a small staff of members, so it should be easy for you to get in contact with those members to schedule meetings, face-to-face meetings, text messages, anything that's needed for you to get involved with different careers opportunities. Next, we will talk about Savannah State. Savannah State has a program called a Ticker Program. That is where job postings are posted on their website. They help students to get more involved within career services for all over better experience. They also have what we call cooperative education. That's where students and staff members are informed about job experiences. They show them what's needed for qualifications for those jobs. It shows them exactly mock interviews, exactly what they need to do. All right. The last one we'll talk about is UGA. They have something called the Handshake Program. That's where students are able to create profiles where job recruiters come in, they look at them, they see if their qualifications are ready for the job, they tell them what needs to be done. They overall give them a great experience to come work for them. The last thing they have is a mentorship program. It's where staff members or people from large corporations come in, they take a student into their wings, they show them the ins and outs of their business, they show them the qualifications, what's needed, they show them what needs to be done, what schooling, what areas they need to improve in to help them for the job experience. That concludes our internal external communication strategies used at West Georgia Enterprise Consulting Company. Now I'd like to turn it over to Chandler, who will respond with our recommendations.
Thank you, Elliot. Our consultants have performed a thorough analysis of your current methods of communication in the Career Services Department and have developed a set of recommendations that will help your department thrive. The recommendations include measures for improving the departmental image, increasing student involvement and interest, and promoting the department through student participation. Our team's first recommendation is to improve your departmental image. One way to accomplish this is to include student testimonials on your website and on your social media platforms. These testimonials could come from current students and alumni who have greatly benefited from working with the department. Another idea is to create a blog. The blog should be frequently updated so that students will understand that the department truly cares about their future and wants to see them succeed. Furthermore, students and faculty will be able to voice their opinions about various topics. As a result, a more positive image can be created, which is important in today's technological world. Finally, developing a slogan and a logo can emphasize and reinforce the department's reputation on campus. A catchy phrase can result in the creation of positive imagery. In addition, the establishment of a logo that showcases the department can make it more memorable. Including the slogan and logo on all communication efforts will create a lasting impression that will improve the department's image. Our next recommendation is to increase student involvement and interest in career services. One way to accomplish this is to provide student workshops by major. This can pique students' interest in the department because they will understand that the workshop is narrowly defined to their field of study. Currently, the department sends out emails blasts to students almost every day that many students never even bother to read. Instead, career services should send out emails to only students who are currently majoring in the topic of the workshop. Also, it would be very beneficial to email the department professors who teach classes in this major and ask them to mention the upcoming workshops to their classes. Also, developing interactive participation with students can help increase student involvement and interest. For example, using student surveys can help ensure the department is focusing on changing needs of students. This will show the department really cares what students' needs in order to become successful. Finally, conducting off-site events where students visit employers can increase student involvement. Many students enjoy going on field trips, especially when they are being exposed to a new environment that broadens their perspective on the real world. Connecting with companies in a student's major field of study would be an eye-opening experience that can increase students' interest in the department. Our last recommendation is to promote your department through student participation. One way this can be done is by organizing outdoor events and activities on campus. This can remind students that career services is an excellent source of information that can have a huge impact on their lives. Handing out t-shirts, visors, agendas, and water bottles with the new career services logo and slogan will allow other students to see that their classmates participated in events that also might interest them. Also, improving your use of social media is another recommendation. Becoming more involved in social media will allow students to be more aware of events, workshops, and various other resources that career services offers. Career services should develop their own Twitter and Instagram account instead of sharing the general account for University of West Georgia. Finally, sponsoring community services projects can help promote the career services department through student participation. Allowing students to gain volunteer experience and team up with locals is an excellent way to encourage students and faculty members to give back to their community. Places such as the Boys and Girls of America Club, animal shelters, and homeless shelters are open to allowing individuals to come volunteer their services. And now I will turn the presentation over to Terrence for our concluding thoughts.
In conclusion, hiring Genius Minds International Consultants will be highly beneficial to the Career Service Department at the University of West Georgia. Our past successes in improving communication efforts demonstrates our passion and determination to deliver results that will have significant impact. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to present to you these coffee cups. When you are drinking out of them during your morning routine, we want you to remember that at Genius Minds International Consultants, there are no limits, only innovative solutions. We would like to thank you for your time today and consideration for using our consulting services.
At this time, our firm would like to answer questions about the presentation. The question I am presented with is, why should we trust our recommendations to improve our department organization now and into the future? Because our recommendations from Genius Mind International Consultants, it will help improve the overall school's image. It will change the percentage to increasing as students are receiving careers after graduating. It will help students and staff members to actually come together, to actually have more communication so they're informed properly. It will help the overall career services programs to take off. It would also help to increase involvement in activities and things that we do, internships. It will help create more experience and job opportunity for students and staff members. It will help them become more liable to be able to reach corporations, the managers, anybody that runs large businesses. Help with that. Now I would like to turn it over to Chandler, who had the next question.
Thank you, Elliot. The question is, why would working with your consultant company be a smart choice? At Genius Minds International Consultants, improving communication effectiveness and efficiency are our specialty. Our consulting team has successfully implemented communication improvements at other colleges and universities across the nation and has been highly recognized for our achievements. We are confident that our passion and integrity will allow you to achieve positive and long-lasting results that will strengthen your department's communications. And now I will turn the presentation over to Terrence for the next question.
The question reads, how has the success with your corporation directly impacted UWG's Career Service Center and students at the University of West Georgia? For starters, Genius Minds International Consultants, as a consulting service, we provide the necessary tools and advice for departments for them to better proceed with their students. In this case, most of the department's issues revolved around appeal and communication. By limiting factors that didn't have to do with the matter, we were able to narrow down our findings down to what would impact the students the most, which in turn has brought out nothing but positive results with the department and students' future goals.
Genius Minds International Consultants recommendations will help your department's image in various ways. First and foremost, by implementing a mobile application for the Career Services Department at University of West Georgia, information will become more accessible to college students. College students are always on the go and always have something on their plate to do. It's very hard to keep track of certain events that's going on campus. It's way easier when you have a mobile application that can send you notifications days before and maybe remind you the day of, or even provide a live stream from the mobile application that will help boost participation rates. Also, your image to the community. By bringing in more employers to connect with students and implementing the mentorship program that we recommended to your department, more people in the community will see that there's more students working for their businesses, and they'll look at University of West Georgia like they're doing something right. Like they really care about their students and their career goals by helping them get jobs at local businesses. Genius Minds International Consultants wants to thank you, the Career Services Department at University of West Georgia, for taking the time out to be open to hearing our recommendations that we feel will improve your organization's overall image and communications internally and externally. We hope you guys were pleased with what you heard, and we want you to know that we are here to help you thrive at the University of West Georgia.